Sitting on the bar stool, Marley crossed her fingers and legs for luck. She tried, but she couldn't quite get her toes crossed in high-heeled shoes. Dear God, please let this be the right place for a score. In a flirtatious gesture, she tossed her jet-black hair over her shoulder and glanced around the swanky hotel bar for prospects. The sophisticated low lighting and the rich mahogany furnishings gave the place a cozy, yet elegant feel. Elaborate sconces dotted the walls. Exotic plants warmed the metallic modern tables and the sleek bar at which she sat. The other patrons were lost in conversation. No loners. No potential Johns. Marley sighed deeply. With only enough money for one cocktail, she realized her time was limited. She couldn't nurse the same drink all night. What the hell, she thought, and took a slug of her mojito. She was about to ask the bartender if he knew where she could find some action when a nervous-looking gentleman carrying a briefcase walked into the lounge. He scanned the room like someone who had just realized he lost his wallet and was returning to the place where he hoped to God he'd find it. Marley looked at him with interest. This guy had potential. The man glanced up, meeting her gaze. Relief washed over his face, and he stalked straight toward her. May I help you?" Marley asked. "Oh, I hope so. May I sit down?" He indicated the bar stool next to hers. Upon further inspection, he didn't look like her usual clients, businessmen far from home. But you never knew, and she was desperate not to have to spend the night in the shelter again tonight. "Suit yourself," she shrugged. He sat down heavily, mopping his brow with a napkin from a stack atop the bar. His head was shiny, bald as a cue ball, and he wore glasses with thick black frames. Nerdy. Harmless. Marley waited. Finally, he stage-whispered, "Please don't throw a drink on me or anything, but you wouldn't happen to be a working girl, would you?" The corners of her mouth turned up. She had the choice of being insulted or taking this question as a compliment. Marley chose to take it as a compliment. Nobody approached ugly, nasty girls in hotel bars and asked them such things. Did they? She gave him her best come-hither look. "Who wants to know?" she asked in a sultry voice. "I do. I mean, not for me. See, I was supposed to arrange a date for my boss, and she didn't show up. Oh my God, he's going to kill me." He jiggled his leg as he talked. The man was a bundle of nerves. Wait, what? A boss. He had a boss. Now she was getting somewhere. Placing her hand on his shaking leg, she turned the charm up to max volume, purring. "Why don't you tell me all about it? And maybe you should have a drink." He took a deep breath and ordered a scotch on the rocks. "Okay, my employer." He cleared his throat and took a long draw on his drink before continuing. "He has certain tastes, and my job, well, one of my jobs is to occasionally procure a woman for him who can meet his needs." Interesting. And what needs might those be? Marley had no doubt she could meet the man's needs, whatever they were. For a warm bed for the night and some cash, she would do just about anything. Had done just about anything. When people get desperate enough, they'll surprise even themselves as to what they would do. She could attest to that. "Do you know what a dom is?" he asked. "Of course." "Well, that's what he is. Doesn't usually like to play with the same girl twice. You'll have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, a contract, the works. But he pays well." Never the same girl twice. That sucks. So much for finding Daddy Warbucks. What is well? And how rough does he get? It was sad that she asked about the money before the safety issue, but there you were. "I've never seen any of the girls hurt to look at him afterwards, and I always arrange for their transportation home. Depending on how pleased he is with you, most nights he pays $5,000.